Well, hello, welcome again to our reading of Homer. We're reading the Odyssey, Book 7, and I got up to last time line 237. And Odysseus has appeared before Alcinous and his wife Arete. She, and she's quite discerning, she noticed that he's wearing the clothes that she herself had made, which were given to him by their daughter Nausicaa. And so she now begins her speech. Xene tomen se proton ego neresemai aute. Tis pothin es andron. Tis soi tardi haimet edoken. Ude feis epi ponton elomenos en thad hikestai. O stranger, proton adverbial, first of all, I myself will ask you in respect of this. Now the aute is quite emphatic here at the end, and the point being that she, although she's a woman, she's going to take control, she's going to ask firstly. So first of all, I will our future here, I will ask, and it's ego aute, I myself will ask you. Tis pothen es andron. Now be careful with this ace, it's not your usual ace or es, it's the second person singular from the verb to be, so it's would normally just be a with a circumflex, but in Homer you get this form as well. So who are you? And then we get from whence among men. So she really asks two questions here. Who are you and where are you from? And it's all condensed into one question. And the second part here is who gave these clothes, toi for soy, to you? Ude, for in fact, you did not say that you came here. So it's a question, in fact. So did you not in fact say that you came enthadi here, alomenos, wandering? It's a participle here, wandering, epiponton, upon the sea, from Alamai. So did you not say that you came here wandering upon the sea? Ten de amebomenos pros ephe polumetos Odysseus. And very clever, with much forethought, wily, sometimes translated, so wily Odysseus answering her, he said, Argelion Basilea, Dianenkios agorusai, Kedi, epe moi poladoson, Theoi uraniones. Tutot detoi erio hotme an areae edi metalas. So he says, O Queen Basilea, you've got to supply the verb to be here. Argelion is very difficult or painful, so it something like it would be painful, O Queen, agorusai, to speak, to relate, di anenkios, right through all my cadia, all my cares. So it would be a difficult matter to relate from beginning to end, right through all my cares, since the heavenly gods, Dosan from Didomi, gave many to me. Or this could be adverbial, gave to me muchly, or perhaps just gave many such cares to me. But I will speak this to you, that which you have asked and inquired of me. So this is from an eremai, to speak, to ask, and metalao, another word of inquire. So it's an alpha contract verb, fairly common in Homer. Ogugie tisnesos apoprathen ein haliketai, enthamen atlantos bugate, dola esi kalupso, nae euplokamos dene theos, uditis aute misgatai, uti theon, uti thneton anthropon. A certain island, Ogygia, lies, now ein for in, so lies in, literally in the salt, so in the sea, often used hals. It's often used in place of the word for sea. It's quite convenient because it's a short little word here, hali. So there is a certain island, Ogygia, the apoprathen, far away. It lies in the sea, and there the daughter of Atlas, well, guileful is probably a bit too strong here. It's probably something like perhaps sly or cunning, Calypso. She's cunning because she kept him back there against his will. She dwells, the wily Calypso, daughter of Atlas, dwells there. She with the beautiful tresses, the beautiful locks of hair, Adene Theos, a terrible goddess, a fearful goddess. Nor does anyone, neither of gods nor of mortal men, misgetai, well, perhaps have any sort of relationship aute with her. Allah eme ton dustanon ephestion egidaimon oion epe moinea thoein ageti kerano Zeus elsas ekiase mesoeni oinopiponto. It's a lovely little phrase which is common in Homer. Any oinopiponto. It's got a lovely little jingle to it. Nth alloy, I'll stop it for there, but the god led me, the unfortunate one, oion, by myself, ephestion, well, perhaps something like to her hearth, or brought me to be her guest, when Zeus, or perhaps since, so I was alone, probably explaining why he's alone, since Zeus, Elsas is a participle, and there are various readings here. It's something, it's from the verb alio, possibly. It could be from, there's also a variant reading here, alasas, from elauno, having driven. The meaning here is something like smashed or broke up. Ekiase is from kiasdo, is the verb. This is the aorist here, so kiasdo with zeta, which means to split or rend. So, and the object of this is the nea thoein. So since Zeus, smiting me or attacking me, he smashed up my swift ship with his bright thunderbolt, with his shining thunderbolt, in the middle of the wine-based sea, the wine-dark sea. Eni oinopiponto. Nth alloy men pantes apephthithen estloi hetairoi, auta ego tropin ancas helon, neos amphialises, in ema pheromen. And I'll just break there, and at that place all the others, so there all my other noble comrades, epiphten, This is from verb theo with apo, means they perished. And we get a men, but the balancing here thing here is probably the altar. So all of my other noble comrades, all of them perished, but I, having taken hold of, this is from Hyrio, the tropis is the keel of the ship, so the keel of the well-balanced ship, having taken hold of that, pheromane, imperfect passive, I was carried en nema for 9 days. We get eni out plus the amar root here. Decete de menukti melaine neson es ergugian pelasan theoi. But on the 10th night, on the 10th black night, the gods, this is from palasdo, to draw near. We get palas, near, and so on, these roots. So the god brought me near into the Aegugian island. Enthekalypso, keep that in mind, nae eoplokemos dene theos, he melabusa endukios ephile tekai, etraphen adi ephas githesain, athanaton kai ageiron e martipanta. So there Calypso, with the beautiful tresses, beautiful haired, Calypso Naiae dwells, a terrible, fearsome goddess, same expression we had before, and she, having taken me, odd use, this is from Lambano here, you might have expected received me or something here, but just perhaps she having, probably translated as received, she having received me, in dukios, well, something like kindly or thoughtfully. So she received me thoughtfully, and she showed me kindness. She was loving, and she looked after me. She reared me. She not reared, but fed me. Looked after me. And Ephaske, she said that, and it takes a future infinitive, that she would place, understand me, immortal, that she would make me immortal and ageiron and ageless all my days. Fasco is an interesting word. It often means to claim or to maintain, and it's got a sense of doubt about it. So it's formed from the same root from fami, but it's got this iterative sk in there, and it has that sense of to claim or to maintain, but you don't know whether it's necessarily true. They just said something happened. That's probably the sense here. So she claimed that she would make me immortal. Ageiron is alpha privative plus this ger root. You get geras, old age, and so on. So she would make me ageless. This is an adjective here. Hematopanta. So we have to understand I would be ageiron because it's nominative here. I would be ageless all my days. Al emon u potithumon eni stethesin epathen. But she did not ever persuade the thumos, the heart or the soul within my breast. Enthamen hepta etes menon empedon, haimatadae dacrusin dueskon, tamoi ambrota dolci calypso. Al hoti de ogdoon moi epiplomenon etos aelthe, kai toti de me ekeliusen epotrunusi niestai. Xenos hup angelies, e kainaos et trepet autes. And there, now menon is imperfect from meno without augment. So I remained for 9 years. The empedon here, something like continuously. So I remained continuously there for 9 years. And continually and always. Dueskon is again an iterative form. It means the verb means to weep, or sorry, to make wet, I should say. So, and I made wet my clothes, dacruci, with tears. So I drenched my clothes with tears, the haimata, the clothes, which were ambrata, these were divine, so the divine clothing which Calypso gave moi to me. But when, in fact, the 8th year came, we get a participle here, this is it simply means rolling along, winding along, it's again a common expression here, years roll along in Homer. So when the 8th year came rolling along for me, also at that time, Epitrunusa, that's referring to her, she, stirring me up, she bid me ne esthai to depart. And then it's literally, well, perhaps under the effect of the message from Zeus. So affected by the message from Zeus. So he gives that as one, which in fact is the reason why she does this. But then he adds, or perhaps also she, sorry, the mind of her mind was turned. Or perhaps she changed her mind. So he says either it was from some message, as a result of some message from Zeus, or she may have just changed her mind. So her mind was changed, passive. Pempi depiskedies poludesmu polededoki siton kai methu hedu kai ambrata hemata hesen. Uron de pro ieken apemona te lieron te. And she sent me, understood, on now a skedia is the raft that Sheepy puts together with many bindings, so the much tied together raft, and she gave me pola many things, siton, food, and sweet drink, methu, hedu methu, sweet drink, and now hesen is from henumi, it's hen plus double nu, upsilon mu iota, henumi. She clothed, this is the past tense of this, from henumi, and this is cognate with it. Haimata is cognate with henumi and this verb, which is the verb here. So she clothed me with ambrata hemata, with divine clothes. There's much written about the etymology of this. I'll leave you to check the dictionaries and commentaries. I just translated as immortal. It's connected with ambrosia, which is the food of the gods, and so on. And pro iaken, this is from pro hiemi, she sent forth, uron is a fair wind. This word has a variety of different versions of this word, one of which means a tail, but here uros is a fair wind, a pleasant wind. She sent forth a fair wind, apemana kai lieron, alpha privative plus this pema of pain root, so perhaps painless, perhaps gentle, and lieron, warm. And that's the next installment from Book 7.